Good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's weigh-in day. Yeah, weigh-in day. I just wanted to come on here and thank everyone. Thank you for your support over the past basically 7 years at this point, and for your support of the podcast. The outpouring of messages I've received after my final episode has definitely been tugging on the heart, and it's been a great ride, and I truly feel at peace with the decision I've made. Sometimes you have to know good things come to an end, and I have to be able to have the time to concentrate on myself going forward for what's next for me. I need to be able to give myself the space to grow into whatever I'm supposed to become next. And I really, in 261 episodes, there is basically a story being told. And it's a story of growth. And this next part is just the next chapter in the same story. But the chapter for the Ranting Weight Watcher has come to an end. And it's definitely... I'm going to miss making, the podcast, and it is definitely something I love doing. I mean, if you've listened to me any amount of time, you know that it was my dream to be a sports talk radio host, I wanted to be Mike and Mike in the morning. I wanted to be Dan Patrick. I wanted to be Stephen A. Smith. All of those names that are synonymous with, sports talk radio. That was my dream. And it was my dream, and I had a fear that came with, that kept me from it, kind of a thing, and but grabbing that microphone and talking to you guys about something I was passionate about being healthy, and about learning about nutrition, not a system. Learning that there's something more. It's not just about being in a system and being loyal to a system. That there's growth to happen. And you have to choose that growth. You have to choose to go to the nutrition section of the library and see the vast amount of books available there. You have to choose you have to make the choice to grab the book, whether it's The Glucose Revolution, or it's the Metabolical, or it's Unlock Your Macrotype. I mean, literally, you have to make the choice. And nobody in the system would ever promote anything outside the system, because they would rather have your $50 a month for the rest of your life than to have you realize that there's knowledge outside of the system. There's knowledge outside of the system. And if you take one thing from the 261 episodes that are available, and they're not going anywhere, they're still there. You can start from episode 1 and you can work through all of them. Where I'm going, I don't have the authority to speak about anymore. But when I came in with the Ranting Weight Watcher, I came in with authority. I came in with the success. I came in with something to talk about. Where I'm going, I have nothing to talk about. And it will be a learning process where I have to concentrate fully and 100% in what I'm doing and in myself. But there's something for everyone. And it is a perfect depiction of growth. But the last 50 pounds, people don't really realize this, but the last 50 pounds, I have made all of my choices based on books that I've read, not on the system that I had paid for all of that time. All of it was based on the books that I read. Every single choice for the final 50 pounds was based on books that I read, people I followed, stuff that I learned outside of a system. The guidelines of the system were gone 50 pounds ago. And I haven't really figured it out, but I really should, because I feel like my most growth up here, the most growth that I learned about myself, about nutrition, about everything, happened in the final 50 pounds. I had 200 pounds to lose, and I learned more about myself and about nutrition in the last 50. And it was because the first 150 was under a system's influence. And when the system's influence no longer was making the tick move, and I decided to open a book, all of a sudden the influence outside the system was introduced, and I grew. And I was no longer dependent on the system, because there's vast amounts of knowledge all waiting for you to just open a book and be open to what that book says. To be open to what that book says. And to get past the very comfortable knowledge that everything is on the table. To get past that and to make some true sacrifice in your life. Because there's a difference between achieving a scale result and being healthy. I could have two men standing on either side of me. All three of us could be 195 pounds. And clearly, if one has 10% body fat, one has 30% body fat, and the other one has 50% body fat, even though we're all 195 pounds, clearly one is going to be more healthy than the other. So its scale number being indicative health, is a lie. And that's what the last 50 pounds taught me. And where I go next, I don't know enough to keep speaking about, but there's enough in my words of the 260 some odd episodes. There's enough in my words for you to grasp something from anywhere in your journey, whether you're counting points, counting macros and calories, or doing stuff to change the food you eat so that you can heal your body. You could take something from any part of it. All of it in 261 episodes. That's not going anywhere. My presence on social media is not going anywhere. If you really felt like you needed help to make a decision, you can reach out to me on social media. I have the same screen name everywhere. Ranting Weight Watcher, everywhere. Okay? That screen name exists on every social media, and if you really felt like you needed help to make a decision on a change you see that you need to make in your life, you could always reach out. I thank you guys for all of the support. I thank you guys for all of the wonderful words you've said to me in the past 24 hours since the last episode has been released. It really is touching to the heart. And where I go next, maybe I'm paving the path for whatever comes next. So when I come back, if I come back, when I come back, whatever it is, God willing, right? Whatever God intends, that's what will happen in the end, right? Whatever he intends, if I come back this way, if I come back a different way, whatever the case may be, I also have an idea that I'm praying about to write a book about the first 200 pounds. But it needs the instruction of God to write it. I'm not going to just write it because I want to. It is Saturday. It is Christmas season. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great time, whatever you're doing today. I know that Christmas cookies are going to be baked in my house today, so I'm excited about that. Whatever you're doing, enjoy yourself. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.